Hey there, it's Jay with Coast to Coast Diesel Enthusiast again. I'm getting started again on the first head I was doing. I spent a little extra time on the second head, which I went ahead and got off the bench here and I put down there, and I'm not gonna pick it back up tonight anyway. The damn things are heavy. But anyway, all the little ridges and all the imperfection crap, the little stuff on there is kind of maybe hard to see. It's almost impossible to hold the camera and work the drill and get all that stuff in it. It's too much at once. So I'm going to try to show you what I can do in between my port sessions, and show you some progress. Kind of got to be careful with the light, because when it gets dark in here, the light becomes the sunshine almost. Kind of looking down that thing, kind of crazy. But all the little stuff there, I found out using a bigger bit, I'm able to hit that and it makes it flatter. And I want the roof to be pretty flat. I mean, it's going to have a radius. The radius is going to be a little bit bigger than the radius of the bit. I'll just put it right here to show you. Again, these are the two bits that I use the most. It's kind of heavy, but that one does a bulk of the work, and I'm okay with that. It's got a smaller tip. It might look kind of crazy right here, but this one here, it's more of an egg shape, kind of whatever. Not try to get the camera, but that one works great for flattening out what is kind of like the tough spots that are hard to get. Well, let me see what I got here. And then on this one here, got my damn pen. I couldn't find it the other day, boy. It's right in the freaking way now. But this one here, that joker there, man, that's the one. That's what I get most of the details with. But back to this right here. All of that stuff right in there, I can get it a lot better. I just have to spend more time on it. I was getting kind of bored because I was spending a lot of damn time on it. But I'm not going to send these off to the machine shop and have an inconsistent look. At least look to them, because I can measure with my snap gauges and all that stuff to a certain degree, because each port is a little different, especially the ones on the end here. I don't know if I could show you, but this is one of the ports on the end. This is one of the ports in the middle, and that wall right there, that wall is kind of flat in the middle too. You see what I mean? That wall is kind of flat, and then I go here on the ends, and there's a little something. It's just a little bit of a curve. I think it's just because it's the ends, but the actual port itself down there. And now that I take a better look at these, there's no way that even if I said I'm tired of doing it, I don't want to be done, there's still a lot of, I can get that a lot better looking. And I didn't take the camera, and I didn't take a video of what I just got done doing. I spent about 3 or 4 hours this afternoon doing it, and I realized I should have. It's down there on the floor and it's heavy as hell. But after looking at these right here right now, after what I've been working on and the way I got it so much better looking, I realized it just takes time. I mean, I got the bulk of the work done. You know, I say the word digging, but I don't really mean I'm digging in there. I don't really mean it like that. When I say I'm digging in there, I'm doing it with as much damn precision as I can do. But ultimately, the goal is to leave that main, I don't want to call it a ridge or a groove, I don't know what the hell they call it, but that factory height right there, I'm not screwing with that. I'm not screwing with that wall right there. The little stuff like that, like the casting imperfections, the lines like that, I don't really think that has a whole lot to do with the overall flow or velocity. So I'm not going to spend a bunch of time making that beautiful, that I just don't see those little tiny cracks. I just don't see them being detrimental to the flow or to the velocity the port creates and the swirl effect. But I do like the idea of getting that better looking and getting the roofs flatter. And again, with this bit right here, with this big one, let me see if I can do this right. That big bit, when I lay that in there, it pretty much takes on the shape of that. I mean, I kind of dig in there, and as I go deeper into the port, it makes it to where the roof of the port, I'm able to make it basically flatter. Not so much that I think flat is fantastic, but all of that stuff that looks like garbage, kind of hard for me to hold the camera here. All that stuff looks like garbage. I can, maybe not the very corners. That doesn't bother me that much, but the obvious stuff, the stuff that looks like I just overlooked it or something like that, it's not as easy as it. I say it's kind of easy. I mean, it's just time consuming, and if you got time to dedicate to it, and you want if you want a finished product to say, hey man, this thing is going to work great for me, it's just going to take a little bit of time. I think anybody could probably get in there and in a matter of an hour or two, just start digging things up, and that's probably not too hard to do that. But to get in there and be precise about it, and not be screwing the ridges up, and not be screwing the design up. Oh, dropped my damn pen. It's all over now. But I'll tell you what, man, that head down, that thing probably, even with the valves and the springs out, I bet that thing still weighs 100 pounds. That's heavy as shit. But go on again. See, this is one of the end ports there. I can hold it there. It's got a radius, a little bit of a radius to that wall right there. It might not be much, but it's a little bit of a radius. So the end ports are a little bit different. And I'll know more about that. I'll know more about the flow when I get it to a bench. I wish I had a damn bench in the garage here, but it is what it is. This is probably actually a pretty decent example of, because the port's a little bit cleaner, one of the cleaner ports. See that, the top there, I can get that a lot better. I just have to spend a little extra time on it. And I told myself, I said, man, I'm not going to spend 1,800 hours on these things. It feels like I have, but it's not nowhere near that. But it's just at some point I turn the radio on and I just keep things going. And I'm doing this with an electric drill, because the compressor, the die grinder and all that, it's got to be going like 10,000 RPMs, and it has no bottom end. When I start using the force, against the walls, it comes to a stop, and it sounds kind of crazy. I don't care if it does or don't, but a drill, I use a Milwaukee drill, a brushless, whatever, the fuel series, whatever, that's pretty cool, but it has so much more torque. I mean, I can literally, on the ridges like that, you can kind of see them a little bit better because of the light. But if I want to knock that out, it would take a lot longer to do that with air than it does to do with electric. I can lay the big tip bit on there, and it'll level that up in literally a few seconds. It's just the little details of trying to maintain the shape and really not screw things up. That's really what I found out that I'm spending the time on is the consistency. I mean, going in there and digging through things, it's kind of the easy part. Where the hell am I at? Here we go. But as I'm looking at these ports here, and I should have filmed the other one. Now that I'm already got this one up on the bench, and I'm looking at this versus what I just took off and put on the floor probably 20 minutes ago, I see imperfections at some point everywhere, because I got the other one so much better. Like this line right here, I know I can get that line to completely disappear. It opens it up a little bit more, and it makes what's kind of like not really corners, but I can get that to blend so much easier, and it almost makes it an oval type shape. That way the air is not fighting, because this is where it funnels down into. That's a pretty important part, probably one of the most important parts of the port. But say that 10 times as fast as you can. But anyway, I ain't gonna make these videos too long. I can tell you there's something, it's either with YouTube or my signal or something, but good grief, man, it takes forever to load the damn videos up. But I'm gonna get back at it. But anyway, I just figured it's hard. It's easier for me to show you what's going on in the port without me actually porting it and holding the phone on a stand and all that stuff, because either the camera's got to be in the way or the drill's got to be in there. I can't get both without knocking the shit out of the phone. So at some point I said, you gotta stop, dude. But anyway, I ain't gonna try to say the same thing 5,800 times. But the imperfections of this sort of shit here, I can get that with a bigger bit. And now that I'm looking at these heads, after spending another probably 4, maybe 5 hours on the other head of just really trying to make it as absolutely fantastic as I can, and getting ready to go off to the machine shop, I shined the light up in here in these, and I said, oh man, you got to do the same damn thing to these as you did that one. So it's just, it is what it is, and consistency is a big thing with me anyway. But anyway, I'm gonna get going. Don't want to stand here with a camera for too long, because if the video goes 10-12 minutes, I swear to God, it takes 5 hours. I don't know what the hell it is with YouTube. Anyway, I'll give you a little bit better look there, here and there. It's hard to get the camera focused, but all those ridges and the imperfections and the ripples and this and that stuff comes right out. It takes a little bit of time. When I say it comes right out, it didn't come out in 10 seconds, but I get it to come out. And when I'm done, when I'm heavy, I'm still breathing heavy because I lifted that damn head, things like 100 pounds. I think I did some push-ups, but they look so much better. I should have took a video of that. I was looking at it all day, and I guess my eyes got tired, and I said, it's no big deal. Now that I'm holding a light in these and realize, hey, well, how much work do I got to do in these? I should have taken a video of that, and I might here in a little bit, but not right now. I'm kind of, the heads are heavy as shit, and I'm not gonna lift it if I don't have to, but I got some work to do in this. So anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go. Thanks for checking out the channel, man. That's cool. Like and subscribe and all that other crap that YouTubers say, and I'm just doing this just because I don't see nobody porting no damn heads on a 7.3, and I'm aiming to do something that benefits the airflow of these heads one way or another. And I know there's room for valves, for more valves in here. To what extent, I don't know. I mean, I've measured, and there's I think I got 1.94. I don't have it written in front of me, but I think I got 1.94 for the distance of the valve radius, not radius, the diameter of the head of the valve was 1.675, but in here was around 1.94. So, and I've done some digging on forums, and some guys have said they've got up to the 1.87, somewhere to the 1.92. I mean, that's pretty crazy. I don't know that I'm going to go that big. I'm just trying to cool my engine down. I'm not looking to win a damn championship or nothing. I want more air in there, and I want the heads to run cooler. But anyway, I'm gonna get back at it, because I can sit here and stare at these ports for another 10 minutes and talk, but it's the same thing. I'll have to break it up in videos because it's gonna take forever to download this anyway. But I'm gonna get back at it anyway. There's another look at the ports. You'll see what I'm talking about when you see this video. I'll try to think of another name or a part, or I'll figure out what to name the title so you can tell the difference. I'm pretty sure you'll be able to. It looks so much better when I spend a little extra time there getting that stuff. Anyway, that's it, man. I'm just looking at the same thing and yabbering. So I'm gonna get back at it. Y'all be good. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, but I got work to do. Y'all take it easy, man.